Good afternoon and welcome to Pifer's podcast on this Wednesday here at Jackson River Sport Complex. Brought to you this year, Pifer's podcast by Alcova Mortgage. Thank you to Jason Helmentaler and the folks up at Alcova for all your house needs. Go up and see Jason Hall and Jason Helmentaler. I'm here with members of the Allegheny Cross Country team. This Saturday, it's the Allegheny Invitational here on a brand new course at the complex. Saturday morning, Jeremy Barley said there's over 250 runners are going to be here, so it'll be an exciting day on Saturday. And Jeremy Barley, the head cross-country coach at Allegheny, we got several of the members of the team. But Jeremy, talk to me about the new course that I guess you designed over here, and tell me why you picked this spot, and talk about the race coming up Saturday. It's going to be a big day.
I mean, hold it. We started looking at this park because it's well-groomed, has a good surface, and it's very flat. And at this point in the season, we want to run fast times. And most of the courses we run at the end of the season are really hilly and difficult. So we looked at this for a fast time in October. We're going to run here again October 25th at the conference meet, so this is going to be a conference preview meet.
Okay, and I have I printed off the list of some of the teams coming. Of course, the host Mountaineers, Brookville, Covington will be here, Greenbrier East, James River, Lord Botetourt, Northside. So the competition will be pretty good.
Oh, yeah. All those teams are very good. They're all beatable, but they're all very good.
Let's talk about the time schedule. So I'll flip my page here. It's going to be a complete day. We talk about high school runners, but I know you're a elementary school PE teacher, and you really promote the sport of running. And it starts off at 9 o'clock. You'll have an elementary school race. There'll be a middle school race, a varsity race, a JV race. So it's more than just a couple of races going on.
Yes, sir. We want to get everybody excited. I've been promoting in my two schools. I'm having the other PE teachers at Covington, at Mountain View. I've invited Bath County. So I'm trying to get the young kids excited about it. I personally have 30 kids of my kids coming. My son's a kindergartner. He's running. I have lots of fast fifth graders that are planning on running for us next year.
Right.
So middle school is up next, boys and then girls. Should have some tough teams there. Expecting both of our teams to win. And then varsity, high school races, and then a JV race to cap it off.
All right, let's talk to a couple of the runners. And first of all, the middle school. It's been a big deal for you to start that program at the middle school for both boys and girls. And Baron Leach, thank you, El Pablo. Baron Leach is here. He's you told me sixth grader? Seventh grader, sorry. Seventh grader at the middle school, probably the leading runner, the leading boys runner. Tell me what got you into running, and tell me what's keeping you running out on these beautiful courses and the beautiful day.
I started out, I was going to train for basketball and then try and play basketball, but then I realized I was really good at it and it was really fun.
All right, and your team is doing well, and I know the girls are doing really well. Talk about maybe some of the people on your team, some of your teammates, and maybe some of the girls.
Levi, he runs with me. He's pretty good, and he trains hard, and so do all the boys and all the girls.
Absolutely. And my man here, my senior, El Pablo, otherwise known as Caleb Brown. I think I found the comedian on the team.
Yeah, definitely our entertainer.
Him and Coach Davis is probably a good matchup.
If we have time to fill, they definitely.
Caleb, come right here. A senior runner. I know it's been an exciting kind of a build-up when Coach Bartley took over. The numbers are up. Tell me about running and what got you started.
Well, I started running because Jeremy tricked me into it. He told me it was going to be a lot of fun, and my first year it absolutely wasn't fun. This course is really great, and I remember when our home course wasn't great at all. It was actually the worst course we ran on. And your home course is not something you want to dread. So the course we used to have at CMS was one of the harder ones I've ever ran on. But now it's gotten better over the years. I've started training harder. I used to have a real lackadaisical approach to it. I used to here just for the pizza parties, which we had all the time. But over time, I started to really grow in love with running.
Yeah, there's nothing fun about running until you throw up, is it?
No, it's just downhill, and once you throw up, it gets a lot better.
It's Caleb, a story in himself here, isn't he?
Oh, yes.
And then Riley Griffith over here to my left. Riley, another one of the veterans on Jeremy's team. Riley, talk about how you got started in running, and talk about this beautiful course that you guys will debut on Saturday.
Well, I originally got into running with Caleb. I was always told in middle school, like, you should come out, you should do track, you should do stuff like that. I never did. My head was in basketball, and then I just decided to go on a whim, kind of like what Barron was talking about, just training for basketball. And then
Right.
I fell in love with the sport, and then I went for JV tryouts freshman year, and I just lost the passion for basketball, and I fell in love with running. And the course here, I'm a fan of it, and like Caleb said, just the course, we had conference our sophomore year at the middle school,
Right.
and just I really wasn't a fan of that course at all. Just
It was tough.
it was tough, it was rugged, just a few spots to pass, and this is just more open and more abilities for faster times, and I'm really looking forward to racing Saturday on this.
And then Margaret Donnan, one of the leaders on the girls team, and Margaret, we talked last year.
Yes.
We were sitting on the football field talking, I remember, but running is something you can really do in 3 different seasons in high school sports, between cross country, indoor, and outdoor track. I know you're involved in soccer, I know, but running can open some doors in a lot of places.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I mean, you've seen Gage Kern go off and run after high school, and Carly Thompson both have been extremely successful. And so I think that I've always loved to play soccer. I played soccer since I was little. I couldn't give up soccer if I wanted to. So, but for everyone else, I think that it's awesome that you can run 3 seasons. I think that you can run on your own. That's great that you can do it anywhere, anytime. So running's definitely something that I love, and I think that Saturday will have a great race.
Jeremy, if I was at the race at the middle school, and it seemed like the kids would disappear for like 10 minutes and you don't see them again. This is going to be kind of more wide open, and you'll be able to see more of the race as a fan.
Yes, the course of the middle school had a mile in the woods, and we went through it twice. So 2 miles of the 3-mile course was in the woods, so you didn't get to watch a lot. This is set up perfectly. If you stand right in the middle of the park here, you could probably see 90% of the race, especially if you have binoculars. But it's open, like Riley said, a lot of places to pass. I'm expecting most of the team to PR on Saturday, personal record.
And lastly, talk about your program, something that I know you hang your hat on. You've built up through the middle school, and I know you promoted in the elementary school. It's headed in the right direction, and I write about the middle school now. They've winning all these championships. You got to be really looking forward to not looking forward to losing some of these kids, but looking forward to a group that's coming up.
Yeah, we started the middle school program as a feeder program. Train kids, get them interested in running, and then hopefully they'd run in high school. But now the middle school team's standing on their own. They're very successful. I know we don't have a middle school girl in the podcast here, but middle school team's one of our better teams. They've only been beaten by 2 teams, and they've beaten 37 teams this year. So if we were keeping a record, 37-2.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yep.
Again, Saturday, it's the Allegheny Invitational here at the Jackson River Sport Complex. Friday night football coming up this week. Allegheny will be at home against the Northside Vikings. That's a big matchup at Mountaineer Field. The Covington Cougars will be at home. They'll take on Greenbrier West. And Bath County will be on the road at Pocahontas County. Again, thanks to my sponsors, Jason Hemmentaler, Jason Hall up at Alcova Mortgage. We'll talk to you next week on Pifer's Podcast.